Hey everyone, welcome back. We're doing a deep dive today into something a lot of you have been asking about.
Yeah, Napoleon Hill's 13 Steps to Riches.
We've got some awesome source material that you guys sent over from Think and Grow Rich,
Right?
and some excerpts from the Think and Grow Rich Success Journal too. So
Yeah, that's great.
we get to see how to put it all into practice.
Yeah, it's really interesting how Hill's work really goes beyond just money.
Right.
It's like a blueprint for unlocking your potential in any area,
Absolutely.
like almost any.
So let's start at the very beginning with desire,
Okay.
which both of our sources really emphasizes like step one.
Yeah.
And Hill's idea of desire, it's not just like wishing or hoping. It's like this burning,
It's intense.
can't stop thinking about it kind of drive.
Yeah, he even says to get specific about it.
Okay.
You know, like write it down.
Yeah.
I will have $50,000 by January 20X.
Oh, wow.
Through listener's relevant field.
Okay, so get really detailed with it.
Yes, be very specific.
It's like that act of writing it down.
Right makes it real. It does. It makes it tangible.
Like you're kind of making a promise to yourself.
It shifts it from a wish to a goal,
Exactly.
and then it takes us to faith.
Okay.
And this is where it gets interesting. He's not talking about, like, blind faith.
Okay.
He's talking about training your mind
Right.
to believe in your ability to achieve it.
So is it just positive thinking?
It's more than just thinking positive. It's about shaping your beliefs
Okay.
through autosuggestion.
So it's that.
Think of it like affirmations.
Okay.
Repeating positive statements
Got it.
about your goal until your subconscious starts to accept it as truth.
So like you're planting those seeds in your mind.
Exactly. Hill believed in the power of repetition
Interesting.
to reshape your thoughts.
Like a mental muscle.
Yes, exactly.
The more you flex it, the stronger it gets.
You got it.
Okay, so then comes action.
Yes.
Hill makes this distinction between knowledge and action.
Yes, he does.
Knowledge is like the tools,
Yes, it's like having all the tools.
but action is actually using them to build something.
Exactly.
And that's where organized plans come in.
Yes, you need a plan.
To turn that desire and faith into actual results.
It can't just be random action.
A good plan today is better than a perfect plan tomorrow.
That's so true.
I think so many of us get stuck in the planning phase.
Definitely.
We're afraid to take that first step.
Yeah, and that's why I thought the intro to the Think and Grow Rich Success Journal was so powerful.
Yeah.
Because it emphasizes action,
Okay.
not just reading,
Right.
but actually using a workbook
Yeah.
and journaling alongside it.
Oh, okay. So taking those notes.
Yes, taking
Yeah.
action.
It's like having a personal trainer for your goals.
Absolutely.
Accountability makes a huge difference.
Yes, it really does.
All right. So we've got desire, faith, action.
Yes.
Then Hill throws in imagination.
Okay.
Things are getting a little more abstract.
A little bit.
So tell me about that.
Okay, so Hill talks about two types of imagination. Synthetic imagination,
Okay.
which is combining what you already know in new ways.
Yeah,
And then there's creative imagination,
Right.
which is tapping into something bigger. It's like a universal source of ideas.
So he's suggesting we can access new ideas from somewhere outside ourselves.
In a way,
Yes.
tell me more about that.
So Hill believed that by quieting the conscious mind
Okay.
and tapping into our creative imagination,
Right.
we can access this wellspring of inspiration
Whoa.
and insight.
So that's where those hunches come from.
It could be.
That sixth sense for
It's
success.
a very interesting idea,
I've definitely had moments where like an idea just pops into my head,
right?
seemingly out of nowhere.
And that could be it.
Maybe that's my creative imagination at work.
It's a possibility.
But even the best ideas
Yes.
are useless without persistence.
Absolutely. Persistence is key.
So many people give up at the first sign of difficulty.
Yes, they hit a roadblock and they stop,
Right.
but you have to keep going. So how do we cultivate that unwavering persistence?
Well, Hill actually believed that setbacks are valuable.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
They're opportunities to refine our plan.
Okay.
Learn from our mistakes.
Like Thomas Edison and all his failures with the light bulb?
Precisely, he didn't give up.
So you either win
Right.
or you learn.
Exactly.
Okay, on to the next step.
Okay.
This mastermind principle,
Yes.
which both of our sources seem to highlight.
It's very important.
What exactly does it mean?
This is where Hill's emphasis on collaboration comes in.
Okay.
The mastermind principle.
Right.
It's about surrounding yourself with the right people.
Not just yes men,
No, not just people who agree with everything you say.
but individuals who challenge you
Yes, provide different perspectives.
and help you grow.
Exactly. He believed that by combining brain power
Okay.
and working together, everyone benefits.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Think about groups like Listeners' Relevant Professional Group,
that's a great example.
where people come together to support each other,
Share ideas.
offer different perspectives.
Yeah, it's so
You
valuable.
can learn so much from being around the right people.
Absolutely.
Hill saw success as a team sport.
It's not a solo mission.
Not at all.
It's about leveraging that collective wisdom
Yeah.
and support of a mastermind group.
This is so insightful.
Good.
Feels like we're laying the groundwork for something much bigger.
We are.
But before we move on,
Okay.
Hill takes a turn for the more, shall we say, unconventional
He does.
with some of his later principles,
Yes.
like sex transmutation and the subconscious mind.
We'll get to that in part 2.
Okay, sounds good.
Yes.
Okay, so we're back
Yes.
and ready to dive into the more unconventional ideas from Napoleon Hill.
Right.
You mentioned sex transmutation
Yes.
and the subconscious mind.
Yeah.
These concepts seem a little out there,
Yeah, a little bit outside the box.
even for someone familiar with Hill's work.
Yeah, that's understandable.
So can you break it down for us?
Okay, so Hill definitely pushed the boundaries of conventional thinking.
Okay.
But even his more esoteric ideas are rooted in this practical understanding
Okay.
of human psychology and potential.
Got it.
Let's start with sex transmutation.
Okay.
Now, this doesn't mean
Okay.
suppressing or denying sexual energy,
Got it.
but rather redirecting that powerful force
Okay.
towards other creative and productive pursuits.
So instead of letting that energy consume you,
Right.
you channel it into your work, your
Exactly.
passions, your goals.
It's about harnessing that energy.
I'm starting to see how this fits into Hill's overall framework.
Yes, it's all connected.
It's like taking that raw energy and transforming it
Yes,
into fuel for achieving something extraordinary.
precisely. And this connects beautifully with his next principle,
Okay.
the subconscious mind.
Okay.
He'll believe that the subconscious is like a fertile garden,
Okay.
whatever you plant in it.
Whether it's positive or negative thoughts.
Exactly.
Will grow.
It will manifest.
So if we constantly feed our subconscious
Yes,
with doubts and fears,
those will take root.
but if we focus on our goals,
Yes.
visualize them, truly believe in them,
Your subconscious will work to make them a reality.
it's like setting an intention
Exactly.
on a deep level.
On a deep level, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got desire, faith, action.
Yes.
We're adding the power of the subconscious mind.
Yes.
But wait, there's more, right?
There's always more with Hill.
He goes even further with this idea
Yeah.
of the brain as a broadcasting and receiving station for thought.
I know, right?
That one really throws me for a loop.
It sounds like science fiction.
Right.
But Hill was ahead of his time
Yeah.
in recognizing the power of thought.
Okay.
He believed that our brains are constantly emitting and receiving vibrations of thought,
Like radio waves.
almost like radio waves. Yeah.
Okay.
And by focusing our minds,
Yeah.
raising our vibration through positive thoughts and emotions,
So it's not just about thinking positive thoughts.
it's more than that.
It's about aligning our thoughts and emotions
Yes.
with our goals
Yes.
and then broadcasting those vibrations out into the universe.
You got it.
Wow.
And here's where it gets even more mind-blowing.
Okay.
Hill believed that by mastering the previous principles,
Okay.
desire, faith, action, imagination,
Persistence.
persistence, the mastermind,
The subconscious mind.
unconscious mind.
We unlock a final
Yes.
and perhaps most powerful principle.
The sixth sense.
The sixth sense,
Yeah.
like intuition.
Yes, like a heightened state of awareness.
Okay, I'm really intrigued. Now tell me more.
So think of it as a culmination of all the previous steps,
Okay.
where you're so aligned with your goals,
Right.
so in tune with your subconscious
Yeah.
and this universal intelligence
Right.
that you start receiving guidance and insights almost effortlessly.
Wow. That's incredible.
It is.
But how do we develop this sixth sense?
That's the question, isn't it?
Is it something we're all born with?
Well,
Or can we cultivate it?
Hill believed that everyone has the potential
Okay.
to develop their sixth sense,
But it requires...
but it requires dedicated effort and practice.
So it's gradual unfolding.
Yes,
A process of aligning our inner world
exactly.
with the universal forces that govern success.
He described it as a door to the temple of wisdom,
Wow.
a connection to something far greater than ourselves.
This is pretty mind-blowing stuff.
It is.
But what makes Hill's work so compelling
Right.
is that he doesn't just present these ideas as abstract theories.
No, he doesn't.
He offers practical techniques,
Yes, he does.
actionable steps
Yes.
we can take to actually develop these mental faculties.
That's what makes it so useful.
And what's amazing
Yeah.
is that even though Think and Grow Rich was written decades ago,
Right.
his advice is even more relevant today.
I think so.
especially in our world of constant distractions
Yes.
and information overload.
It's hard to focus.
So by mastering our minds, learning to focus our thoughts,
Right.
control our emotions, and
Yes.
tap into this universal intelligence,
We can achieve anything we set our minds to.
that's a powerful message.
It is.
It makes me think about how all these principles work together.
They do.
It's like each step builds upon the previous one.
Creating this stairway to success.
It's not just about achieving a goal.
Yeah.
It's about becoming the best version of ourselves along the way.
You nailed it.
But there's one crucial piece of the puzzle
Okay.
that we haven't fully explored yet.
What's that?
How do we actually translate these principles into action?
Yes.
How do we take Hill's ideas
All right.
and turn them into tangible results in the real world?
That's a great question.
And I'm ready to dive into that.
Let's move on to part 3.
Welcome back to our deep dive
Back for more.
into Napoleon Hill's 13 Steps to Riches.
Yeah.
We've covered a lot of ground,
We have.
from the power of desire
Right.
to the mind-blowing concept of the sixth sense.
It's a lot to take in.
Now I'm ready to get practical.
Okay.
How do we take all this incredible wisdom
Right.
and actually apply it to our lives?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It is.
And thankfully, Hill gives us some concrete answers.
Okay.
Remember how he emphasized specialized knowledge?
Yeah.
He wasn't just talking about accumulating information.
Right.
It was about mastering a specific field,
Okay.
honing your skills
Right.
to a level of excellence.
So it's not just about what you know,
Exactly.
but how you apply that knowledge
Yes.
to make a tangible impact.
To create real value for
I'm
others.
starting to see the connection
Yeah.
to his idea of contributing to the world.
It's all about making a difference.
Hill believed that true success
Yeah.
is about more than just personal gain.
It's about using your talents,
Right.
your expertise to serve others.
He even said,
He said a lot of great things.
there is one weakness in people for which there is no remedy: lack of ambition.
That's a good one.
But he wasn't talking about ambition for fame or fortune.
No.
He was talking about the ambition to constantly learn and grow.
To push beyond mediocrities.
It's like that saying, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room.
I like that.
Hill is encouraging us to constantly seek out challenges,
Yes.
opportunities for growth.
So where do we begin?
Right. Where do we even begin?
It starts with identifying your unique talents
Okay.
and passions.
What are you naturally drawn to?
Exactly.
What problems do you see
Yeah.
that you're passionate about solving?
Once you have that clear vision
Right.
of what you want to achieve
Yeah.
and how you want to contribute.
Then you can start developing a plan.
Exactly.
Okay. So we identify our passions, set a goal,
Right.
create a plan.
And then
What?
it's about taking consistent action.
Even in the face of challenges and setbacks.
Yes, remember, Hill's emphasis on persistence.
Setbacks are not failures.
They're opportunities.
They're opportunities for learning and growth.
Think about Thomas Edison.
Oh, yeah.
Over 10,000 failed experiments.
Before he successfully invented the light bulb.
Persistence is key.
It can be tough to stay motivated, though,
It can.
especially when you're facing obstacles.
Yeah, what keeps you going?
What did Hill suggest?
Well, he emphasized the importance of cultivating a strong why.
Okay.
Your why.
Your driving force.
The deep-seated reason.
Yes, the reason behind your goals.
When you have a strong why.
It fuels your persistence.
Right.
Helps you overcome challenges.
He also stressed the importance of your mastermind group,
Yes, your support system
people who believe in you.
can offer encouragement
Right.
and guidance.
Having a strong support system
Yes.
and a clear purpose.
That makes a big difference.
But Hill also talked about a formula for success.
Oh, yes.
Quality, quantity, and the spirit of cooperation.
It's his secret sauce.
What's that all about?
So you need to consistently deliver high-quality work
Okay.
in sufficient quantity.
All right, so you got to put in the work.
But the real magic,
Yes.
the element that elevates success,
What is it?
is the spirit of cooperation.
It's about working with others.
Not just for them.
Exactly, fostering a win-win mentality.
That's where the mastermind principle comes full circle.
It all connects.
It's about leveraging the power of collaboration.
To achieve extraordinary results.
So it's not just about individual effort.
No.
It's about recognizing that we can accomplish so much more together.
When we work together towards a common goal,
And when we contribute to the success of others.
we inevitably contribute to our own success.
Still believe that true wealth
Yeah.
is not just measured in financial terms.
It's about the value we bring to the world.
The positive impact we have on others, But amidst all this talk about ambition and action,
Right.
what about happiness?
That's a great question.
Where does that fit in?
Hill believed that true happiness
Yeah.
comes from living in alignment with our values,
Okay.
from using our unique talents and abilities.
To make a meaningful contribution.
He saw success as an ongoing journey.
So it's not about chasing happiness as a result of success,
No,
but about recognizing that happiness
is an essential ingredient.
for achieving true success.
You got it.
Hill understood that when we're passionate about our work,
Yeah.
when we feel a sense of purpose,
We naturally tap into our full potential
and that leads to a deep sense of satisfaction.
and fulfillment.
This has been an eye-opening journey.
Through Hill's 13 steps.
We've explored the power of desire,
Right.
the importance of faith and
The
action,
magic of the subconscious mind.
and the transformative potential of the sixth sense.
It's been quite a ride.
But most importantly, we've learned that true success
Yeah.
is not just about achieving personal goals
It's about making a positive contribution
and living a life.
filled with purpose and meaning.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling incredibly inspired,
You too.
ready to put these principles into action.
Go out there and make it happen.
Thank you so much for joining us.
It was my pleasure.
And to our listeners.
I'd like to leave you with a final thought
Okay.
from Napoleon Hill.
Right.
Whatever the mind can conceive and believe it can achieve.
So dream big.
Believe in yourself.
And never give up on your journey to success.
That's it.
That's a perfect note to end on.
Until next time.
Keep thinking. Keep growing
Keep reaching for your riches.
in all their forms.